Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Zaidi. So as you can see right now, I'm gonna deliver my summary about my report in this PSM1. Firstly, as you can see in my slide is my project title, which is a web-based mapping app with augmented reality navigation, AR navigation. And I call my project as a NAVI'UTM. So without a delay, let's jump into our presentation with an introduction first. So for our starter in this presentation, I'm gonna introduce you with an app that will available right now, which is UTM Smart. UTM Smart is an application that acts as an initiative for a digital lifestyle inside a UTM University Technology Malaysia. So, as we know, UTM Smart had many different kind of function that really beneficial for students, staff, even lecturers. So as you can see here is a list of function that available inside UTM Smart, which is the most popular function that has been used by UTM's people. So firstly is a complete guidance for a freshie. This is really important for a freshie, a new student that want to enter into a UTM, where a student could download the UTM Smart and follow all the guidance that were provided inside this. And also UTM Smart had an exploring function, which is it shows the location inside a campus, around the campus. It shows where is the building of School of Computing, where is the building CICT, lecture hall, and so on. And also there is still a lot of function that exists in UTM Smart, such as a financial statement, shuttle bus schedule, and many more. But however, there is a circle that I want to point out in this slide, which is Explore UTM. Of course, Explore UTM still functional and really brings some of information that we can use, because as we can see here, when we using our UTM Smart, and we could see the location, then it gonna shows a list of location. Then we're gonna click such as a school computing maybe. Then finally it gonna direct using a Google Maps application, and it shows the location of that building. Well, it gives some information, but what if, let's say, we want to get into a room, let's say we want to get into certain room, maybe lecture hall number 7 maybe, which is if people from the other building, from the other school, let's say School of Mechanical maybe, they comes into School of Computing, which is really unfamiliar places for them, then they're gonna arrive at the place, but still they had to search where is the room actually was. And because of that, it was quite waste of time to look around, to ask people around, so that we could find the destination that we want to go. Then I realized this was one kind of problem that we interfere with, which is this problem. I'm gonna solve it with this project, with the aim that to create a navigation prototype app that interactive and reliable, which is in terms of providing information, really complete information for the user. But I put some limitation into this project since it was a first try in this kind of project. So the limitation is actually, as you can see here, this application gonna working around N28 building, which is School of Computing only. And this application will gonna run locally offline mode. And also this app actually were limited to Android user only. So let's go into the next chapter, where this chapter is actually I had do some survey, some research on the internet to find what will be required to create an app that could navigate people around the building. So first, I'm gonna take an example of this Google Maps. I'm pretty sure that Google Maps has been well known for many mobile phone user, of course, because the Google Maps actually already available inside every Android phone. In addition, Google Maps also had a traffic that reached over 1 billion users per month, which is it was a really massive in counts of people that using a Google Maps over a month. Google Maps also had a quite interesting function, which is AR navigation. So there is some alternative that we could use for Google Maps to replacing Google Maps, which is a OpenStreetMap OSM. This is actually a collaborative project. There are a lot of product that have been produced. If we refer to the OpenStreetMap wiki page, and here I list only two, which is the most popular one. Firstly is OSMN and maps.me. Firstly, as you can see here, OSMN had a strong integration with Wikipedia and Wikivoyage. Also, OSMN could show satellite view, and also this OSMN could working in offline mode. For the maps.me, we the feature is it had a strong relation between company and verified local guide, and also a second feature, which is a travel guide catalog, are downloadable and working in offline mode. So where this section will be reviewing on some kind of possible platform that could be used for our implementation later. So let's go into it. So there is three possible AR platform for mobile apps. So firstly is a React Native. Second is Unity 3D or Unreal, any kind of modeling or rendering engine. And also lastly is a Vero React. So let's go into a development methodology. This project will be using an agile methodology, which is more specific is a Scrum methodology. Scrum methodology is same as agile, but it focus more on okay, so basically Scrum methodology is an iterative process, which means it gonna be keep repeating process, and also this methodology were quite flexible and efficient, and also we could change their priority based on stakeholder requirement, and also with Scrum methodology we will had a more clear overview of project. So Scrum methodology had four kind of phase, which is as mentioned before, a product backlog creation, sprint planning, also develop and testing, and lastly a sprint retrospective. So here is the Gantt chart planning for this project actually. So as you can see here, because this is a Scrum methodology, we had three repeated process, which is a sprint planning, develop and test, retrospective. And actually we had merged a product backlog creation into a retrospective, so that's why we had only three phases into this Gantt chart. Okay, this is okay. When every user are using NAVI'UTM, they're gonna see a splash screen first, where the admin must enter the ID number and the password. Next, it will show the admin homepage with a certain option that could choose, such as add new place, update place, add new admin, also a logout. So I think that's all that I just want to present. I hope that people who viewing this video would get some idea about how my project will be going, and I think that's all. Thank you.